I'm getting really tired of this.
Manifest yourself sometime, Wayfinder.
Where? Nayos. Isgarren, the curator. You're the one that's been toying with my thoughts. Visually striking, at least. To see you here, in the Temple of Febe. This is grand. Febe was... He was the best of us. The tip of his left horn brushed the ceiling. Wayfinder, closer to me. He was an idol to... You need to face him alone. Can't say it. I can't. Autonomy.
I don't know if I...
If I can give you just enough dream to move. Just over there. Eparch's Ward'ın.
Ready for more. Isgarren!
And then there's you. The experiences you had since last we met.
Good people have died because of you and your king. I am the flames.
They've grown more audacious since our last meeting. Wayfinder. That's what they call you.
Might and glory. My pain is easy. Treacherous, but when you stumbled, I was already crouching. You killed Mabon?
One of my dearest comrades did.
Safe from harm. Might and glory.
It was Nectarus. I would only let go was gone for the birth of a moment. Long enough for him to witness the act. But not long enough to act.
Not enough energy.
I fight many heroes from many worlds. And you were among the most interesting.
I could smell your new friend through the veil. Righteous, yet diminished.
Peitha.
Tell me, who is your latest snare?
The champion of an Elder Dragon. Isgarren's resolve was succulent, but this one has tasted the end.
And what do you plan on doing with your new take them to the king?
I have not decided. The wizard was Eparch's prize.
So, you plan on killing them yourself?
You're very inquisitive, sister.
Oh, not at all. I'm pleased. I should thank you for saving me the effort. Your honor died with Deimos. Eparch is foolish, and so are you.
I will warn you down one more time, Peitha.
Get up, my brother, together!
Not enough energy.
Scorch them!
Element of fire, obey me!
You've always been a traitor.
Only to Eparch, not to Nayos.
That is hysterical.
I feel furious!
Safe from harm.
Element of fire, obey me!
Together! Kill it before they join.
Let's together!
Persistent water!
Sliding on the ski hole, and Eparch watched.
Let's light them up!
Swift and steady.
Together!
Together!
Red solid blood!
safe from harm.
I just want to stop you and your king from destroying ours.
I'm new.
Gave it my all. Element of fire, obey me!
Scorch them!
My pain is easy.
I am rain and ice.
You must share that pain.
Might and glory. I feel furious.
Swift and steady.
Up in flames!
He did not deserve to dream. It would seem I placed my bet on the right champion. Well fought, Wayfinder.
I don't know if we would have survived that without you.
Perhaps not. We shouldn't tarry here too long. Eparch is likely watching. This rift will return us to the tower. I'm sure they like their wizard back. And I have something to ask of you.
Commander! Who are you?
Oh, I like this one.
Thank the spirits, they've got Isgarren.
See, just fine.
Ah, that's about how tall I expected the Wayfinder to be. I think.
Someone explain to me what this dove wreck is doing here.
I do not want to see this place in ruins over something petty.
Are you well? How is your mind? Is your power... your head...
I am home.
Wasn't sure you'd make it out of that one.
Nor I.
I need to connect you to one of the celestial strands. If someone could get my needle.
I could use some water.
But you don't need...
It reminds me that I'm still alive. More importantly, We have questions to answer. I would very much like to talk to you, Peitha.
Oh, and you, Your Highness.
No titles. Not in my home.
Oh. Curious.
Let's take this somewhere more private. We needn't stress anyone else with that conversation.
Urchik will get Isgarren water.
Commander, I have something to discuss with you. I'm so glad you're okay. When we woke up, the sky was...
Everything okay, Zojja?
Come on, Shaman. Let's give them a minute.
You just... let me talk for a minute, please. In order to connect to the flow and access the magical ecosystem, there's a ritual. It makes your memories fuzzy, the personal ones, at least. You've probably heard about that, unfortunate side effect. When I thought you and Isgarren were dead, I just... And now, I feel very selfish for humoring the idea at all. I mean, won't I be doing the same to you? If I choose to ascend, won't I be leaving you behind? Destiny's Edge?
Zojja, I'm not going anywhere. Neither are you. Complicated wizard spells or no, you found a family. You aren't alone.
I won't remember much of our past together. And our friends can't know I'm here. Not yet, anyway. I'll be isolated and...
We'll figure that out. But it doesn't mean that I can't be friends with whatever version of you I meet on the other side.
Well, you're a good friend, Commander.
Wayfinder, Isgarren would like to speak with you.
Go ahead, Wayfinder.
Are you okay, little light?
Better clarity is all. I'm okay. Really, Dagda.
It is a lot to suggest. I realize this.
Wayfinder, I'd have preferred to welcome you to our home myself, but Mabon had other intentions. You spared him. Unfortunately, our troubles are not over.
As I have never had the chance, I am Peitha of House Nefos, though houses and titles given by Eparch are less than reputable. But in my world, it carries weight. We'll need that. Just because we've felled Cerus does not mean this fight is well and done. The opposite seems to be true.
You use language that suggests an alliance.
Let me pose this to the Wayfinder wizard. Eparch is alive and well. Thriving, even. On the backs of my kind.
Societies limp under poor leaders and recover like clockwork.
Eparch is not comparable to Tyrian leaders. He does not simply drain them of wealth or land. He has taken to eating them.
He's feeding on other Kryptis?
Our blood is his blood. And eventually, we will be dissolved.
And that is tragic.
Killing Eparch is a mutual goal, Isgarren.
I don't meddle in foreign politics, Lady Peitha. Letting him devour your entire people, while upsetting, could ultimately help Tyria. Can't start another invasion without bodies, can he?
But he can come here himself and do the same to this world. And he is quite fond of it.
I've turned away many beings from outside, especially after the gods and the damage they wrought. I have also neglected to ask for help, and to accept it when I've needed it most. Wayfinder? Thoughts?
I think we can trust her. I feel it.
I promise. No deception.
The Astral Ward needs to recover before we take action. But I'm not opposed to hearing a plan.
Your air is a delicacy to breathe. And I could use that indulgence. I trust that Isgarren will help where he's able. But now, I want to ask you. You have saved your home world more than once. And now, I am asking you to help save mine.
Want to walk me through the plan?
For now, I just need you. The Kryptis would be overwhelmed if too many of Isgarren's people came through. But if you come in with me and help rally support, we can prepare them for the push against Eparch.
Do you think they'll trust me?
Far more than they trust their king. And I need them to trust me.
Then I'll go with you.
Good. I'll leave you to your friends, Wayfinder. I'm sure you've much to discuss. Of course not. The emotions of your people may smell of wine, but your flesh is not for me. I first tasted your aura quite some time ago. I didn't know it was you then. But you died, and then came back. I felt that ripple, even if it was brief. There are many realms that linger near yours. I assume they felt it too. When you fell into Cerus's trap and first came to Nayos, I felt that ripple again. Your life has been precarious. Besides, I needed you alive. At first, it was simple curiosity. Cerus was not wrong. You are a delicacy to us. Cerus also angers so easily. I couldn't miss the opportunity to throw a stone into his pond. But then I saw what you could do. I felt what you had done. We may be born of different rules, but strength recognizes strength. And helping me kill Cerus proved all that I needed. Cerus and Deimos were always horrible, Eparch encouraged that. He raised them to follow his orders and to consume. At least Deimos had the slightest bit of reservation. But even he was too focused on bloodlust. Managed to wiggle past Isgarren's barriers, only to get trapped and killed. Cerus never stood as tall as our brother. Not in Eparch's eyes. He tried, but death was his fate. And dying by your hand was a far kinder fate than by Eparch's. So no, I do not mourn him. I mourn the brothers I never had.
You're my new wayfinder.
I am. And you're the one we fought through an army of Kryptis to save?
I am.
Isgarren, you...
Very informal for someone who's never met me.
Sorry. I've heard so much about you.
I don't care what you call me. Isgarren is comfortable. He is comfortable. But I've been called many names. And all of them are as true as this one. I've lived many lives. And I haven't always looked like this. You've always been a mystery to me. You first caught my eye in your pursuit of Zaitan. I started to piece it together.
You've been watching. Why didn't you help?
It's not my job to interfere with nature. The path unfurled as expected. You're alive. Most of your friends are alive.
Most of them?
Oh, calm. Life is death, and things could have been far worse, I promise. I do want to thank you, Wayfinder. Your aid was clearly needed here. And will be needed as you march with your friend.
Welcome back to the Cantha Report. This is me, Ray, reporting from our studio in UK. This reporter was recently given the impromptu opportunity to interview the famed Pack Commander during my first world tour. Their eyes, glossy as the Jade Sea, watched me with weariness. The catastrophe in Cantha was still heavy on their soul. We stood in their home, a quaint garden terrace tucked away in the grove, serene, tranquil, and not for the faint of nose. The ending of the dragon cycle sent ripples through the world. They acknowledged the great loss we all suffered as a result. When I asked of their leadership, they maintained diplomacy, saying they always act on the best information at their disposal. We pivoted to the end of the dragon cycle, which generations suffered. They blamed the dragon void, the force that felled Suwon. So, what's next for the commander? Tyria, they said, still needs aid. Near the end of our interview, the commander was pulled away in a frenzy of emotion. A letter fell into their lap as we spoke. They peeled it open with the precision of a hardened warrior. Delicate, but intentional. Their eyes glanced over the contents. Dread, but possibly a hint of warmth. brush their cheeks before they look to me. Sorry was all they could mumble before leaving. While I wasn't able to ascertain their call to action, I can only assume they were pulled to the arms of another battle. Next up on the Cantha report, I go head-to-head with Ritlock Brimstone, ally of the commander and tribune of the Blood Legion. Ritlock, how do you feel about the escalating calls for global unity following the death of Sue Wan?
Get that damn thing out of my face before I shove it!
Until next time, stay sharp, Tyria.
Hey, Commander. Can I borrow your comms device?
Of course.
I haven't worked on one of these things in years. What is this? Did she add voice messages? Oh, timey.
Do you need any help working that?
Commander! What the heck? Where have you been? I've been trying to reach you for weeks. I hope whatever cave you've been hiding in at least...
Hi, Timey. Timey?
Zojja? Is that you?
Yeah, it's me. Hey, Commander. Could you give us a moment?
Take as long as you need.
Yeah, I know.
Sit still, and this will go faster. If Arena were here, you know what she'd say.
Don't look at me. She already pinned me down to siphon away my blood for testing.
I am simply making sure that you are both at optimum health.
Don't let me interrupt.
Please, interrupt.
Not at all. You're next.
I'm sure the Wayfinder has places to be.
Behave. You're supposed to be a leader, Warden.
We've a moment to celebrate. Even you deserve to breathe a little for keeping us all in one piece.
Though, I could use a salve or two. That last battle reminded me that I am indeed no longer a student of the colleges.
Oh, I have something.
Rest, Wayfinder. I'm sure this calm is only temporary. When the sun rises, it'll be another day. It's only a matter of time before we need to tell the rest of the world what happened here. So, kick your boots off.
I suppose we're going to have to tell them, one way or another. In case it happens again.
For now, let yourself refuel. When I was a shaman...
Go, quickly, or he'll bore you to death with a monologue about the time he drank soured ale and saw Nut's face on every...
It's a good story.
Who am I to distract from the doctor's orders anyway? Now cease. Have at 'em.
Wayfinder! Oh, come! Glade speaks for us both, and it's especially good to see you. When Skrit woke up, the sky was red, Kryptis were... Well, Urchik should have known that the commander would prevail.
You really can drop the commander now, you know, Urchik.
Skrit will always honor the commander's legacy, even if they've begun a new one, or are about to begin another.
I guess I can't leave my past behind, but that's a much more complicated conversation. It was an honor fighting with you both.
The honor was, and is, ours.
You rarely see one of them.